man with two faces. Let's talk about the story of a man with two faces who reportedly gained fame in the 1800s. Meet Edward Mordrake, also known as the man with two faces, who was born in the 19th century and is considered one of the most interesting urban legends in human history. His story was first published in the Boston Post, specifically in an article called The Wonders of Modern Science, where the tale of so-called human freaks was mentioned. In fact, many were interested in and profited from his story, which is why many are intrigued by what the story behind his persona is. And that's what we'll discuss. Who is Edward Mordrake? Edward Mordrake was born into a wealthy and influential family in the late 19th century in England. He was known as a talented musician and a skilled poet, and was the sole male heir to his parents. Despite his luxurious life, he was born with a rare condition where he had an additional face on the back of his head due to a birth defect called diprosopis. Diprosopis is an extremely rare form of craniofacial duplication observed in newborns, where there is a duplication of the face that can be partial or complete. According to descriptions, his second face had delicate features and shining eyes, but it was also mute and smaller. He grew up alone and isolated due to this condition, avoiding social interactions, not only because of embarrassment, but also to avoid the judgment of others. Based on information, he became independent at a young age and did not welcome any visitors, including his own family. However, his solitude gave him time to study, and eventually the true nature of his other face emerged. According to reports from the aforementioned Boston Post article, several witnesses described that his second face would smile whenever Mordrake was in pain. Moreover, this second face had no ability to eat or drink, and it would follow with its gaze anyone walking behind him. Eventually, Mordrake himself was disturbed by his second face, which he called his devil twin. He claimed he could not rest or sleep at night because it never slept and would often whisper to him about terrifying things. This caused him severe depression, leading his family to hire the best doctors in the world to try to remove the second face. Unfortunately, none succeeded because science and medicine were not advanced enough at the time. One night, driven by the continual whispering of his second face, he took his own life. As no one knows exactly how he committed suicide, some say he hanged himself. But one thing is certain about his death. He was 23 years old. Some say that he managed to leave a letter for his parents in which he apologized to his family and to God, and requested that his second face be removed before his burial. But there is no concrete evidence to support this. In accordance with his wishes, he was buried without any markers, and only a wooden board was used to indicate to people that he was the one buried there. Despite his troubled life, the legend of Edward Mordrake continues to live on. His story has been retold and depicted in various forms of popular culture, including books, films, and television shows. However, the truth of the story and the existence of a person with the described physical anomaly are unclear. The tale of Edward Mordrake remains enveloped in mystery and speculation, blending historical curiosity with mythological elements. What do you think? Was his decision correct to escape the difficulties he experienced with his second face? Comment down below.